A vista is a window in g-Navigator that can display data, tables, maps, or other information that is output from a flow. We can add multiple windows to keep the views from multiple modules organized. Add all the default views for a module by clicking the Add Module Views button, by selecting all groups under Vista Groups, or by selecting which views you want to see individually. Every view you add ends up in the View Manager here. Views can be renamed by pressing F2. I've already loaded some vistas for us to work with. Views can be zoomed by hovering over the axes with your mouse and using the scroll wheel, or by clicking and dragging. You can also zoom a view by hitting the magnifying glass button and drawing a box, or by holding down the Control key. A view can be unzoomed by holding down Control and right-clicking with the mouse. You can change the settings of any vista by clicking on the gear icon at the top of a window. The top section, View Properties, is all about your axes, labels, and legends. I'm going to go ahead and add some new header items to my axes for display. Now that I've added shot point and CMP to my scale, I can propagate my new settings to any other view that has Gather Seismic Data in it with the Broadcast button. I can also make these axes the default for all future views by selecting the default checkbox. The Vista Item Properties tab lets you change your color bar, switch to Wiggle Trace View, and adjust the size and color of any lines or points you have displayed. These settings can also be broadcast to similar views and be set as the new default, just like the View Properties. The Vista Items section shows you what items are involved in any particular view. You can turn any of them on or off. Some modules put multiple items in the same vista, and you can cycle through them by turning them on and off or by using the scroll wheel of the mouse while holding Ctrl plus Shift. You can also save any vista to the database from this section. If I want to save my current vista, all I need to do is right-click and Save to DB. This item is now available for me to pull into any vista in my project. Items you save to the database show up in the Vista Items from DB panel with the name provided during the Save to DB process. We can drag any item from this panel out into the main g-Navigator window and display it as a vista. You can stack similar vistas on top of one another, or add them to g-Navigator one by one. The Sync button will lock the zoom of similar views together. Views will remain synced until you press Sync again. To get trace information from any seismic data, use Select Traces and then pop up the Trace Headers table. Cursor tracking and ruler information can be found under the Tracking Info tab. Views you no longer want or need can be removed in the View Manager panel. Please check out our other tutorial videos or visit us at geomage.com.